So this is interesting and a bit of a surprise to me. Um, so those of you that know me know I am a devotee of Hecate. And so years ago, I don't know how many years ago, I came across something on I don't even know where I came across it. I don't know if it was a YouTube video, a posting on somebody's website. I don't know where I got this from, but this woman posted and said, "I will never be without this book on Hecate again. I will never be without this book." And at the time, this was years ago. This was before Cindy Brennan. I don't know how it played with the timeline with Jack Grail. I don't know how this book corresponds in comparison to that. But I know it was before Cindy Brennan became popular. And I didn't know of many books about Hecate. I knew about Sarita d'Este, but I already had a few of her books. And so this woman, when I read that this woman would not be without this book anymore about Hecate, I decided to buy it. And it was expensive. And I thought, well, you know what? Life is short. I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to buy this book. So this book is called The Queen of Hell by Mark Allen Smith. So I got this book. The cover is beautiful. The back is beautiful. And it comes with a attached page marker. And at the time, I just flipped through it and I thought, I don't think this book is for me. So I thought, man, I think I got scammed. At the time, that's what I thought it was, because I flipped through here and I thought, no, this isn't for me. So, but because it was so expensive, I didn't want to just throw it away. So I put it on my bookshelf, and I don't know if you know. I mean, you're probably aware that I have a couple of bookshelves that instead of being wide enough to just store a book, they're deep enough that they're like two books deep. And so, and I hate that. I'm going to get rid of them because I want just bookshelves that'll store just one book at a time, not, pile them up one behind the other because you can't see. So this book got shoved in the back, and for years it sat there. So this morning I woke up early as usual, and I really like something to read in the morning. And I don't know why. I've always been that way. I just want to sit down and be quiet and read a book. So the other day I was cleaning out my bookshelves because I decided to get rid of some books. And I came across this book and I thought, what am I going to do with this book? So I said, you know what? I'm going to check this out. So this morning I went and I checked it out. And I went through it briefly. I went through every page briefly. And this book is about really kind of the dark side of Hecate. It has to do with, they mention Lucifer quite a bit, hell, obviously, and sex magic, and dragon magic, and that kind of stuff. And so I went through it, and I read some of the things that were in here, like these poems and everything, and spells, I guess you'd call them. And I thought that they were pretty good. I looked at some and I said, I like this because it's like sharp. It doesn't dance around anything. It's like sharp to the point. And I like that. But I don't like the word, first of all, I don't like the word hell because I don't know. I have to find out more about this author. I don't know if he refers to hell as a non-Christian hell, in which case that would be okay with me. But if it's a Christian hell, I just don't believe in a Christian hell. So they use the word hell a lot. and Lucifer, and I'm not a Luciferian. So for me, I would have to take these um, and alter them a bit to suit my own practice. And yet, I would like that because they're very descriptive and stuff. So I thought, that's what I think I'm going to go. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to read more, get to know this author more, find out more about him and what his point of view is on Hecate, which is kind of obvious, but I want to know more about his opinion. And I will alter some of these things, and there's plenty of them in here. There's almost one on every page. And I will alter them and use them for my own practice. And then I got to back here, and I noticed that I have a book of 191 out of 500, and it's signed. And then I got curious. I said, who published this book? So, the first thing I did, what did I do first? I forget. Oh, I went to YouTube. I wanted to see if there were any YouTube videos on this book. There was one YouTube video on this book, and it was an unboxing of this book by what's the name of that publisher? His wait, Hiska something books. I'll put it in the thing. So and I know that publisher. That's the publisher that Jack Grail uses. And I have his book too, which I haven't gone through completely yet. So that is a pretty well-known publisher for the occult and those kinds of subjects. And the Miskatonic publisher, I forget, but I'll put it in the thing. And I thought, where was this book published? Because she did this unboxing and her book was different from mine, even though the title was the same. She had like a special edition. So I said, where was this book published? And look, it says Queen of Hell, Nightside Edition by Mark Allen Smith, first edition, 2010, Nightside Edition, 2017. But it doesn't say, it gives the original art. Talks about the art. They remain in the sole copyright of Mark Allen Smith, Primal Craft Occult Publications, 2017. Okay, so I missed that the first time. So it's not that famous. This particular one wasn't published by the Miskatonic publisher. This is Primal Craft Occult, 2017. So when I first went through this book, I thought, this book is kind of odd. But apparently it is worth publishing by more than one publisher. And another thing is that this book has several pictures in it, or images, I should say. I don't know exactly how they're made. They have graphs. Let me see if I can find another one. Here's one. Come on. So See, that's not something I would be into, but now I'm all kinds of curious about this book. You see, it's dark. It's very dark. And he talks about all the sigils and all this stuff, and I just haven't. But I was surprised. So, anyway, I haven't looked up what this book might be worth, but that's only secondary to its value to me as far as having books on Hecate. So it's not like, even if I didn't use it, it's not like I would ever sell it, because I would probably at some point want to know what this author has to say about Hecate. So, but I am curious to find out if it's what its worth is. It might be nothing, and that would be okay with me too. I don't really care, but I am curious. The book is, the paper that it's on, it's on really thick paper. It's not magazine paper. It's not that shiny magazine paper, but it's on really thick paper. So, I don't know. So anyway, I wanted to show you this book because I guess it's... now, Jack Grail, I think, is probably more well-known than this author. I think this author probably, I'm assuming, I could be wrong, I'm assuming this particular author has a niche kind of audience, whereas Jack Grail's audience is more common and more popular, I guess. So, but anyway, it's funny how things work, isn't it? Like, you could buy a book, and I really thought, man, I think I've been scammed with this book, and here it is, like, being published not only by this publisher, but by another publisher, which is, I think, more recent. I think this is probably, I don't know, I'm going to try and find out who the, because it said it was first published in 2010. I want to find out who published it in 2010, find out if it was a third publisher. But anyway, it was just something curious that I found on my bookshelf that I thought you might find interesting. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.